Hi everyone, and welcome to the Imagining a New We video blog with me, Dr. Samantha Catrera, a video series designed to help history teachers and other history educators teach history in ways that are more transformative, meaningful, and inclusive for their students. I'm currently in week 2 of social isolation, as I'm sure you all are as well, because we are in some weird times. And as someone that I call myself a history education strategist, someone that likes to strategize the different ways of teaching history. You know, I can't help but think about how nothing is going to be the same after this. I mean, that's true for things not just related to teaching history, but are we going to go back into our classrooms in September and teach history in the ways that we always have done? So for me, that seems odd. That seems like that doesn't make sense. Although you might want to do that just to have that consistency, like that normal consistency, and that's fine. You know, no judgment ever. But I've been really thinking about these last 2 weeks. What does imagining a new we look like in this new we that we have? This new pandemic we that we have. What does imagining look like when we aren't able to interact with each other outside of our computer screens? What does transformative look like? What does meaningful, what does inclusive look like for our students when they're going to be changed by this moment, just like we all are as well, but they're going to be changed in ways that we can't predict because they are younger than us, right? They are the generation that's going to be shaped by this, or the generations that are going to be shaped by this in really weird ways. I don't really have an answer to this. It's been something I've been really struggling with the last couple of weeks. Like, how are we going to teach history after this? You know, a lot of us will say that, you know, the purpose of teaching history is to learn the lessons of the past. And now that we are like in this moment where we could certainly learn lessons from the past, and that's really useful, I'm really thinking about the fact that, like, okay, I mean, yes, it's important to learn lessons from the past, but like right now we need more than this. We need more than just to have the past come to us and be like, you should have learned your lesson, you know, like, because we're in it now. So what are we going to do with that? And I think that's what's really important for us when we get back into our classrooms, to help our students make sense of their confusion and their anxiety and the fact that their lives are going to be changed. What are these changing moments in history that we can help students narrate when we get back into our classrooms, and that use this moment of change as a pivot, as a way to talk about these particular historical periods. You know, it's so easy to teach this timeline or to teach like the particular skills, but I've talked in a lot of videos about connection, complexity, and care, and I feel like this is where it comes in the most, right? We need to help students make connections with their confusion and their fear and their anxiety. We need to ensure that it is complex because their own feelings related to this moment are complex. And we really need to care about the fact that history needs to help students narrate what they are understanding around them in a way that they can't necessarily do if we are just going back into our classrooms and being like, you need to learn this, you need to learn this. Like, story is really important to me. I get really invigorated by this notion of story and narrative in history, and students are in a story right now. How can we help them bring out this story and use history as a kind of a scaffold to help make sense of that? I saw this article that was kind of really awesome that was traveling around that said, it was from a historian, and I'll put the link down below, but it said, like, keep track of this, you know, keep a record of what this is like and what this is feeling like, so that historians will be able to use this moment to really understand, or be able to use your records to really understand this moment. And if you're communicating with your students, I would say to pass that advice on to them too. Keep track of what you're feeling, and keep track of what you're doing, and keep track of what you're watching, because that will help narrate. That will help provide a particular narration of this moment that they can grasp onto and develop some sort of understanding around when you get back into the classroom. I don't know if I'm going to keep posting a lot of content, especially not the ways that I had been doing during this time. I don't really know what you need. You can certainly let me know and let me know what you need, because I think a lot of you, especially who are parents, are kind of just dealing with homeschooling right now. The videos that I had lined up for this month, ironically, were about going to the mall and about my trip to Florida last month, which just seems really funny considering we can't leave our houses. So maybe I'll post those, but no, it's not to encourage you to go out. Still stay at home. But again, it doesn't. It's a different tone than where we are right now. Anyway, stay at home. Be safe. Let me know if let me know what kind of content you want, what kind of things will be helpful for you, and let me know if you also share my concerns and questions about like where are we going to go from here in the history education community. What is this moment going to look like for our students, and how can we help them make sense of this in the classroom? All right, well, stay at home, stay cozy. I might look all dressed up, but I'm not. I just put a cardigan over my pajamas because it was too many days between not looking socially acceptable that I was like, nope, we need to put some lipstick on. We need to look okay today. Anyway, have a great day. Stay safe. Keep your families close if they live with you. Say hi to them from afar if they don't, and stay home.